Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 21 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. We are here for the fifth round of the season. We're here at Imola for what is going to be an incredible race here in Imola. We've got 20 drivers on this lovely grid. And do you know what? I'm going to say it again. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm looking forward. Just all these feelings put into one. It's going to be an incredible race here. We've got Ben on a lap at the moment. Let's see what he's going to do here in qualifying. And then I'll go through some of the drivers that we've got in and prepare for the race here. Ben then going to come through the final corner. And it's going to be a 15.5. Only puts in P10 there. And Sem does a 15.3. Let's look down at the back here. We've got Meza coming through, coming into the pits. We've got Gibbs not on a good lap. Just checking, guys, that my stream is working. My phone's going off and everything. It's beautiful stuff. Just give me a moment to see if everything is working well. Yeah, you can hear that. Maffio has spun. Maffio is out of qualifying there. Yeah, it's been a pretty dull intro, guys. I am sorry. But Rev Caterpillar, P3 on the grid here in Imola. That is a great lap there from the Ferrari driver. Ferrari are really, really doing well here in Imola qualifying. P1 and P3 at the moment. So that is some great stuff there. Those two drivers. So we're waiting on Gibbs and he has retired now. So that is it then. So your pole man once again is Modesto Mena here in Imola. Guys, we've got a few new drivers and I'm going to take you through. But Sem, that is a poor qualifying there from the championship leader. He will start P8 on the grid. But first is Modesto Mena. Third is Arda. I don't know how to pronounce his surname. So I'm just going to call him Arda, if that's okay with him. He's also joining us for this evening. Third is Rev Caterpillar. Fourth is Shazu Yan Halliday. Fifth is Akosili. Sixth is CDR Filippi. Seventh is Stefanko. Eighth, Semike. Ninth, Ant1. 10th is F1 Ben 23. 11th is Supply Raptor. 12th is Gibbs. 13th is Meza. 14th is Maffio. 15th is Ermine. 16th is Menezes. 17th is Pedro. 18th is Marik, 19th is Marcos, and with a qualifying ban from last race is Arjun Samra. He will start from the back of the grid here in Emilia Romagna or Imola, whatever you want to call this very iconic circuit in Formula 1. So here for round 5 of the championship, Sem is leading by a whopping 43 points in the standings. But do you know what? Today, that could well decrease because Sem is starting from P8 on the grid, as I'm going to try and get up what tyres everyone's on. He's starting P8 on the grid, so he's got a bit of work to do. I think he definitely messed it up in qualifying. Definitely could have done better, but yeah, he's got to look forward now to the Grand Prix. He's got to look forward to the Grand Prix here in Imola. So then we're gearing up for the start of the race. I'm just quickly check. So Mena has gone for hards. Arda's gone for hards. Rev's gone for hards. Jan's gone for hards. Akosili's gone for hard compound tyres. Filippi probably going to go for mediums. He is known for those aggressive strategies. So it is a mix of hards and mediums here for the drivers here in Imola. I expect there to be a crash on the first lap. I'm not going to lie. You know, it's Imola. So... you know what I mean? There's not much space down to turn 1. It's quite a hard run down there. So do you know what, guys? I'm looking forward to it. I'm just a little bit overwhelmed at the support that we've had recently in STB. It's been an incredible week. Tier 3 Miami has got like so many views on YouTube. We've got so much interest from people from all platforms. It's just a great week and a great time to be involved with the STB Racing League. So as there's an Aston Martin off the track there. But I just want to say thank you before we start as the Alpine's gone wide. That's going to be a corner at Villeneuve. That's going to be a corner where people are going to be going wide. They're going to be, you know, losing. And I think my game is really lagging at the moment. It's really bad. We've got Jan Halliday really trying to warm up those hard compound tyres. What's going on here then? So yeah, anyway, what was I saying, guys? I've completely forgot what I was saying. I've completely forgot, guys. What was I saying? Yeah, so Villeneuve chicane is going to be very difficult because you've got to really, really attack the curbs. So the setup's going to be important for how the drivers are going to navigate through the curbs. Drivers have then got to avoid drivers as they come through turns 1, 2, and 3. And then the run up to Villeneuve chicane. So do you know what? I don't actually know who's going to win this race because there are a lot of very good drivers in this lobby. We've got Modesto Mena, we've got Arda in here, we've got Jan, we've got Rev Caterpillar, we've got Akosili. Felipe's back with us this evening, who has also joined CDR as well. So he's also joining us here tonight as well. Big up to CDR Gaming as the McLaren has spanned. That's great stuff. But yeah, great stuff over there in Brazil. For CDR Gaming, so I'm really looking forward to seeing Felipe's first race in the league under his new name. So everyone's going to now get to the grid. As we gear up for the start of the Imola race here. Emilia Romagna, Imola, whatever you want to call it. We are gearing up then for the start of the Imola Grand Prix, the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix then. It's 2 lights, it's 3 lights, it's 4 lights, it's 5 lights on the gantry for the drivers. Now! Arda gets up to an incredible start and he takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Great start there from Jan. We're going to get the ERS and all the stuff up as they come down to turn number 1. That is an incredible start from those 3. And they've led, and it's going to be all action down into the first 2 corners. But it looks pretty clean as Sem is going side by side with his teammate Felipe. Sem's down to P8 now. He's had a collision with Ant down there. He's had a bit of contact down there at the back of the grid. Gibbs has span, I believe, at the back of the field as well. Yeah, Gibbs has been involved in spin. And that is Ermine. It's always Ermine getting involved in spins. And Gibbs gets the move done there. And now you got Menezes trying to get through on Meza as they come through. Going to quickly turn up my game volume a little bit so I can hear. That's much better for me now. Welcome to Imola, guys. Great start there. And Arda has had an incredible getaway. And those 3 now are going to lead the pack here. Felipe then looking very strong. Let's see what he is going to do, guys. If I pause it, I'm just checking the viewers and if the stream's still working well, because there's a bit of a glitch on Xbox. But the driver's now just going to follow through, and I think that might be Ermine again. Yeah, Ermine span again. It's always Ermine getting involved in collisions, having such bad luck. But apart from that, it looks like a pretty clean first lap here in Imola. You got Arda, Modesto Mena, Jan Halliday, or Holiday. We're going on a summer holiday. Talking about holiday, Sem has had a little holiday from his start of the season dominance. He's down in P8 at the moment. He needs to really try and get some more positions under his belt. I'll tell you something, guys. My singing was pretty good then. I don't know about anyone else, but that was some good vocals right there. Akosili's had a bad start, and it looks like there's another yellow flag. That is Gibbs again. Gibbs has spun it again, I reckon. Yeah, he has. He's got gravel on his tyres. Mine's in the pit lane. He's going to hope now for a safety car in this race. But it is very calm. And no, it's not calm because Akosili has spun out of the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. He's had major problems there. But I'll tell you something. Jan Halliday, we're going on a summer holiday. He's in P3. I love that. That's crazy stuff. P3 now is going to get onto the back of Modesto Mena, and Modesto Mena here obviously didn't really dominate Miami, but after the safety guy was definitely in full command of the Grand Prix. And at the minute now he's got a bit of competition with Jan and Arda here. And Sem is in the DRS train as well, so he's got a lot of work to do here in Imola. A lot of work to do. But you know what? He's quicker. I'm sorry, but he's quicker than Ant and Stefanko. He's got Ben behind him as well, looking quite feisty. He's on mediums, though. So that's also going to give him a little bit of a challenge, I reckon, for Sem. We've got Mafio here running in P11. There's a bit of a buff out to Meza. In P12, there's a yellow flag. That is Gibbs again, I think. No, it's Menezes. Menezes has span. Making mistakes there, left, right, centre. But you know what? It has been a very calm race. Apart from the spins and the crashes and stuff, it has been a very... Why do I keep pausing? It has been a very... Excuse me. Just had a Chinese tonight, guys. It was quite nice. Pretty banging, to be fair. But it has been quite clean, and it has been quite a quiet Grand Prix so far here in Imola. As that is Gibbs again off the track. Gibbs is really struggling here in Emilia Romagna. But I think Rev now is going to struggle. He needs to try and get back in this DRS. Come on. Not the free PC guys winning the Grand Prix. Come on, Rev. Sort your stuff out a bit. But it's quite interesting because Felipe and Ant1 are both on medium compound tyres. So they should really have an advantage over the rest of the pack here. So to be honest, they should really be catching as Gibbs has retired from the Grand Prix in the pit lane there. So that is unfortunate for the Brazilian. He is out of the Grand Prix. And if there is lag you're seeing, guys, it's most likely because of my connection. Not because there's problems with the lobby. Right, Rev has actually got it back in the DRS now. Of these three. Modesto Mena then. Really pushing hard in this race. And Pedros is out! Pedros is out of the Grand Prix. I think that might cause a safety car. If not a virtual. Or it might not cause anything at all. That is Pedro out of the Grand Prix here in Imola. And there's been another spin. That's Ben. Ben span. Ben has span here in Imola. He's made a big mistake there. I don't know what has happened to him, but he has span out of the race and he's hit the curb. He has hit the curb, and that could well be the end of his race. Here in Emilia Romagna, he's going to let his teammate through of Menezes. Menezes. I don't know how to say that name. Please, someone needs to... I mean, my Portuguese is supposed to be good. I don't actually know how to pronounce that name. But I'll tell you something, we've got some action going on now because we've got... Because he's going on a summer holiday. But anyway, moving on. He was getting quite close to the back of Mena, and Mena's getting quite close to the back of Arda. And Rev is really trying to pounce now on these three. All they have to do is keep within the DRS. That's so important around Imola. If you get out the DRS, it's quite hard to get back into it. So I'm really I'm kind of a little bit... I want to try and be hopeful for Rev, but it is going to be difficult. Oh, and that's a massive tank slapper! Massive tank slapper there from Marcos! That's a massive tank slapper there from Marcos. Ben has retired from this Grand Prix. So he's had enough of that, and the Hassan span as well. That's Marek. Oh. Come on, guys. You're better than this. And Akosili right on the back of Marcos now after that mistake. Ermine is setting those fastest laps as well. So it is kicking off here in Imola, and loads of drivers have been really struggling with these curbs. And you got the Alfa the Aston Martin, sorry, of Meza. Mate, I think he's got some damage. Yeah. Or he might just be letting people through because of the collision. I don't know. But he may have damage there. That is quite unfortunate for him. But Rev looks like he's getting in that DRS. He just needs to keep in that DRS as much as he can here. Because you need to get past this driver. And Meza is out. Meza, yeah, he's in the pits. Why are drivers retiring, I don't know. Marek's in the pits as well. Please don't be a retirement. I don't know why you're retiring from the Grand Prix, to be completely honest with you. And it's a safety car. A safety car has been deployed here in Emilia, Romagna. There is a safety car here, and Menezes now is in the box. He's got a broken front wing. He's under a set of hard compound tyres. This could well be a beautiful, beautiful... Well, that's definitely got him back in the race. It's definitely got Ermine back in the race as well. He's coming back into the pit lane. I don't know why, because... Surely... I don't know, but he is going on to a set of hard. So let's hope that there's no seatbelt problems. Let's hope there's no seatbelt problems at AlphaTauri. He's back out, yeah. So he's going to get back into this race. So that's a great. That's really good actually for Ermine. And all the drivers are going to stay out. Let's see what Felipe is going to do. Felipe's in. Felipe's in. Ant's going to follow him as well. Mafio's going to carry on. Welcome to STB, guys. It's what we love to see. We love it. We love it. Going to get Akosili back into it as well. Arjun as well, to an extent. To be fair as well, Arjun, the qualifying ban could have helped him here because, yeah, you never know. Some of these drivers might not even have soft compound tyres. If there's a safety car later on in the Grand Prix, then Arjun might be able to get onto a set of soft compound tyres, while everyone else may have to settle for mediums because they haven't got a fresh set of softs. I do know that drivers obviously did struggle in qualifying to set laps, so they might not have those softs there to use when there's a late race safety car. So do you know what? This has really opened things up. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that, you know. I didn't think of that. But anyway, guys, welcome to Emilia Romagna. Please do tell me if I can connect to the chat, which isn't actually working on my phone. So that's great stuff, guys. Tell me in the chat whether you're enjoying the Grand Prix, where you're watching from, etc. Who's going to win the race. It says on my phone, reconnecting to chat. So I don't actually think I'm connected to the chat. But I think I can see what's happening in the chat here. So I don't really know, to be honest. But yeah, share the stream as well, guys. Make sure everyone is watching around the world. We're here on Twitch, the STB League, Tier 1, Season 21. As Ermine has got a penalty for being in the pit lane. And he's out of the race. So I think he was getting lapped, was he, or something? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Yeah, he's out of the race. So you've got Arda in P1, you've got Modesto Mena in P2, you've got Jan in P3, you've got Rev Caterpillar P4. Rev is in a great position here. He just needs to keep it in that DRS, keep these tyres to an optimal temperature, and then try and get somewhat of a decent getaway on the safety car restart. You then got Stefanko, you got Sem. Supply Raptor as well, going to get involved in this. But yeah, guys, apparently I can't connect to the chat, so I can't actually see what you guys are commenting, unfortunately. I am sorry. But yeah, we've got 15 left in the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. It's not been a very good race for Ermine, Meza, Alciar, F1, Ben, Pedro, or Gibbs, because they've all retired. They've all packed their bags. We'll see them next week at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. That'll be round 6 of the season. It feels like the season has gone so quickly. But so has the safety car, because the safety car is in this lap then. Safety car is in this lap. We are gearing up then for the restart of the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Watch out for Rev. This is his best opportunity to try and get some positions. Here we go then. And it's go, 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 go in Emilia Romagna. And that is Rev Caterpillar still right on the back then of Shazoo Jan Halliday. This is his best opportunity to get positions. He's using his ERS. He's draining that battery down into turn 1. And he gets up to P3. And Jan's going to try and hold it around the outside, side by side. And it's Jan Span. Jan has Span. There's a massive crash down there as well. You got the Alpine Span as well. That's CDR Felipe down in P8. And that's a massive crash down the straight. Absolute scenes here in Emilia Romagna. Sem's been Span. Sem has been Span as well. Raptor's been involved in the collision. That was major scenes here in Emilia Romagna. Jan is down to P10 now. And that is Sem all the way down in P13 here in Imola. What has happened there down to turn 1? All I've seen was drivers spinning left, right, centre. Major commotion here. I got no idea what has happened. No idea what has taken place here in Imola. That was very bizarre. I think everyone just got a little bit too overexcited and obviously crashed and was out of the race. So yeah, that's major. That's major scenes here in Imola. But Jan then on the back of Menezes. Fuck, is using quite high, quite low wings. Sem's in pits then. He's got front wing damage, I think. I don't know what I'm looking at the sky for. And the Red Bull's going to have to stack. That is a disaster for Red Bull. An absolute disaster for Red Bull. Sem's out on a set of mediums. That is an absolute catastrophe here in Imola. That is, one's dominance can't last for too long. It can't last all the time, unfortunately. It can't last, unfortunately. And yeah, there you go. That is Sem then down to P14. And now he's got a lot of work to do to get himself back up. A lot of work to do. And Jan has picked up a penalty. And he's now going to try and get the move done on Menezes. Yeah, up into P8 now for the Czech driver. Next up is Akosili, there's DRS is now enabled. Rev is out of that DRS. And Jan has retired from the race. So that is him out of the session. That is a disaster for him. Absolute disaster for him here. He's running in such a good position as well. But Mena looking pretty feisty now onto the back. Onto the back now of Arda. And I think Rev is really trying to burn some of that ERS there. Hold on a second, guys. Right then, let's see what's happening. So, Mena is now 4 temps on Arda now. A Sem span again, because he's 21 seconds now behind for Supply Raptor. So, is this his race done? I'm not sure, that's really unfortunate, I'm not going to lie, but there is some action going on here. Is there not? I don't know. I don't think there is. No, just Marcos, I think, getting past Menezes here. So, Menezes up to P9 now. Marek, sorry, getting past. I always get confused between the Haas and the Alfa Romeo. I always think... It's Devon and Menezes is off the track! Oh, no. That's a disaster for him. That is an absolute disaster for him, and he's spun again. That is a disaster, and Semi's on the pace here in Miami then, here in Imola. And someone messaging me on my phone. Love that, don't we, guys? But yeah, this has been a very weird Imola Grand Prix here. It's been very weird, I'm not going to lie. It's been a little boring, guys. I'm not going to lie, it's been a little lackluster for me. And you know me, guys, I like my races, but I'll tell you something. Mena now on the back of Arda. This could be it. Mena, is he going to try and go around the outside? Nobody's going to be slowed down quite a bit by Arda as they come through now the first sector. And is that Menezes a span? No, he's just lost the position to Marcos, but we're keeping an eye on this now. This could bring Rev back into it. Although Rev is very low on his ERS now as well, so got to be careful. Come on, Rev. Take the fight for the top two drivers here of Mena and Arda. He hasn't done too bad so far, Rev, but I do feel for Sem because he had such a poor qualifying. And then he had issues here in the race today as well. So yeah, it's been a little bit disappointing, but yeah, the race has kind of died down now a little bit. But there are some battles that are going to be commencing soon. We've got Mafio against Argent Samurai and Akosili here, so this is going to be a good little tussle. Let's keep an eye on Modesto Mena in the slipstream again, using all that ERS. Yeah, this is going to be the move. Yeah, he's done it. Mena's done it. Mena has got the move done on Arda. Marcos is in the pit lane. And Arda now needs to get back past Mena. These two battling is going to help Rev Caterpillar. But I don't know by how much. I'm not sure if Rev has got the pace. Here. Why is Sem 30 seconds down now? Or is it just lying? I don't know, because as Mafio has picked up a penalty, Marcos is coming around the first two corners, and those hards are very cold. That's going to really help Sem. Look at the gap, 3.7 seconds now. Yeah, Marcos really struggling on those hard compound tyres. Gap now is 2.6 seconds, and Menezes has been overtaken by Ant. And there you go. But Arda's going to be back in the slipstream, but he can't get this move done on Mena. He can't get it done. Not just yet anyway. And Argent is in the pit lane. Come on, Sem. I really feel for Sem. And there's been a collision. That is Stefanko. Stefanko has fucked it, and Mafio's up to P4. Mafio P4 in this race. Mafio, I'm not. Do you know what, Mafio? It's been a very quiet race so far for him. I probably jinxed it now, but it has actually been a pretty quiet Grand Prix for him here in Miami. I haven't really spoken about him much in this race. How long have we been streaming for? 29 minutes. That don't seem right. That doesn't seem right, does it? 29 minutes. Has it been that? And Mena's in the pit lane. Set hard. Is that? Oh, don't know. That's quite an early pit stop, and Stefanko has got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Mena, is he going to come out in traffic now? I think he will. Yeah, Sem's all the way back here. Right, that is very bad for the Dutch driver there. That's really bad. And Mena, was he was on hards, right? Yeah, he was on hards. He's gone to mediums. And someone's gone across the gravel. Supply Raptor. Supply Raptor a span. He has completely fucked it. And Sem now is going to try and catch up to the back of Marcos. Within that DRS, he's got the pace. It's just about whether these tyres are going to give him the performance later on. His Arjun now is on a set of soft tyres. Interesting. Interesting call there. Rev's going to carry on. Mafio's in. Mafio's in the pit lane. Mediums for him. Let's see where Modesto Mena's going to be as well. Because you've got Arda now coming down the pitch straight. Has Mena done it? I think Mena's done it, you know. Mena's coming down. Come on, Arda. Oh. Yeah, he's lost time. Arda's lost time now. Great call from Mena. That was a great strategy from Mena, and Mafio's nearly been hit there by Arjun Samra as they came out the pits. That was close for comfort there, ladies and gentlemen. That was very close for comfort there. I would not want to be Matt there, because I would have been shitting myself, quite frankly. And now Sem is going to try and get past the Alfa Romeo, who's looking pretty slow on those hard compound tyres. I think Mena's got the win again. I think that is what we're looking at here in Imola. Rev's in the pits then, so I don't know whether he's going to be... I'm not sure. Zach Silly's got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's a very weird pit lane here in Imola. I keep going to say Miami. It's a very weird pit lane here in Imola. Yeah, and Felipe's had some issues as well. He's down in P in the last positions. Let's see then. Caterpillar is coming down the pit lane, so he's actually going to get jumped a lot by these drivers ahead of him. That's a bad call there from Rev. And Akros City's going to come out behind Mafio and behind Stefanko as well. Stefanko up to P9 in this Grand Prix, in his one of two home races here in Italy. Right, Sem's got the move done on Marcos, as Felipe has got a 10-second time penalty for... But I think that is it. I think that is Felipe's race over and done with. Yeah, he's about to get lapped. He's about to get lapped. He's got lapped. He's off the track. That is an absolute disaster for CDR Felipe here in Imola. And I think that is definitely going to be a retirement for the Brazilian. It's not been the race that he would have wanted here. But Arda then is really now trying to catch the back, and you got Mena now on the back of Menezes. And that is Mena then up to P3. But look at Rev though, he's lost a lot of time under that safety car. And Arjun Samra and Felipe has retired in the pit lane. I don't know if that's going to trigger off a safety car for whatever reason. But yeah, Arjun up to P6. Obviously he's on those soft compound tyres, so I don't know what he was thinking with that strategy call. But he is on those softs now. And Menezes is actually trying to fight with Arda here as they come through the second sector. He's going very, very late on those hard compound tyres. Might be trying to go for that one-stop strategy that Mercedes love to do. And that's lost Arda a lot of time now. He's got a lot of work to do to get that gap back up here. Let's see. So Marek, is he going to continue on? He's not going. He's going to. Yeah, sorry. He's not going to box. He's going to continue. Marek 21. Yeah, Mena's like 5 seconds quicker than everyone else. That is crazy, crazy pace from Mena here. And Mena now is past Ant. And he's up to P2 now. What a performance here from the Spaniard. And Rev is back past Arjun. Good little battle this, and there's been a spin out. That's Menezes. I don't really know what Arjun was thinking with his strategy. I'm not going to lie, because, I mean, he's on softs, isn't he? There's a yellow flag. That's Menezes again. Menezes really struggling. Like, severely struggling with that car in every sort of race that he does. It's definitely a struggle. Keep that car on the circuit here. Right, let's see then. So, because Arda now is in that DRS of Ant. 1. He's closing, he's closing, he's closing, but he can't get the move done. This is difficult now for Arda, and it is team orders over at Alpine. Or Alpine? Huh? Sorry guys, I'm tired. If they were in the same car, that would have been team orders, but it wasn't, unfortunately. And Akosili's been overtaken by Stefanko. That's him up to P8. Mafio's run a good race as well here. He's going to be creeping onto the back of Arjun now, and Arjun's tyres going to be going, and there's been a car spinning in the background. That is Stefanko. He has retired from the race. Is that going to be a safety car, because he's actually retired like in the middle of the circuit? He's off the track there. There is yellow flags in that section of circuit. Yeah, don't think it's going to be any sort of safety car situation there. Matthew's picked up a penalty. Great stuff for him. I'm really proud when Matt picks up penalties. It makes me feel really good to have Matt in the league. You know, picking up penalties left, right, centre. It makes me really happy when Matt's picking up penalties. Do you know what I mean? Matt is really struggling here, and the struggle is real over at Mercedes. And he's retired from the session. A lot of retirements tonight. It's not very good, is it? But yeah, this Imola track is very difficult to get to grasp. It is very difficult to grasp the Imola circuit, and there's been a collision. Oh my God! Marek was probably going very slow through the chicane there, and now Arda and Modesto Mena are now going to be very close to each other. There was a collision there on the corner, on the apex there. There was contact, and now Arda is going to have the DRS down the straight. Let's see what he's going to do then. He's going to try and get back. Yeah, that's it. Get in the slipstream, Arda. In the slipstream we go. Is he going to go for the move? No. But that was very weird from Marek there. Marek is still carrying on those hard compound tyres. And he's really struggling with that back end. There's a Sector 1 yellow flag. That's Arjun Samrat. It has been an absolute disaster race for him. Do you know what? It's been an absolute disaster race for Semi-K as well. So unlucky. He has been so unlucky here in Imola. But Maffio's trying to get past Marek, and Marek, I don't think has boxed yet. Don't think Marek has boxed, and Maffio is getting really close to the back of the Haas driver. We'll have to keep an eye on the lead in a minute, but yeah, we're keeping an eye on Maffio for the moment. He's getting really held up here. He's getting held up bad. Braking so early into the corner, and there's been, I don't know what was going on there, but Maffio, that was very bad. Very, very bad. And Arda still in that slipstream, can't get the move done, and that's Rev up to P3. And Maffio now is in the pit lane. Has Marek boxed? This is something that I need to find out. Has he boxed yet? He has boxed. He has boxed. Maffio is retired from the race. Interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with some of these drivers tonight. Looks like they've really struggled with this Imola track. They've been tripping over each other. Yeah, they've been really tripping over each other. They really have. Really been struggling here in Imola tonight. I mean, yeah. It's been bad. It's been very, very bad. Anyway, DRS again for Arda. Not much to really say now. I don't know. Yeah, Marek, I think just might just be very bad. I don't know this game. I don't know. He had great pace last game, but I don't know. He just looked like if he is doing the one stop, which he is. When did he box? Because he shouldn't really be going that slow around the corner. Oh, lap 6. Okay, so he's on very old hards. I thought I saw someone spin them. But Arda then still 4 tenths behind Modesto Mena. And you know what? Rev was there, but you know his strategy just wasn't it today. He stayed out a few extra laps, too many laps, and it cost him. And Arda has actually got a penalty. Let me see. Is this a corner cut pen? It's a 5-second penalty, so that might be taken off by the stewards. I don't know whether it was a safety car or something happened. I don't know. It might have been in the pit lane. But I'm just looking forward to see this battle now between Modesto Mena and Arda. Very bizarre race. It's a very bizarre race tonight. Miami was pretty interesting, and then we come to Imola, and it hasn't really lived up. I mean, Imola isn't really a circuit that you expect battles on anyway, to be completely honest. But it just would be nice to have some extra battles take place and things like that. So it's interesting stuff. But Arda really looks like he's struggling now with that back end. He's really trying to push this car, and Rev's done the same. With Ant as well. Sem's going to be struggling on those mediums as well. It has been a crazy race here. And Arjun's gone onto a set of hards. I don't know why he's gone onto hard compound tyres, but you know what? It's definitely been a race to forget for Arjun Samra. You know, we had that qualifying ban. Yeah, sorry guys, I was just checking the server. Obviously, Arjun had that qualifying ban, and it was just game over. You know what I mean? Since then, it was game over. You know, you start at the back at Emilia, try and do whatever you can do, and it was, you know, it just wasn't the evening for Arjun here tonight. And I just think that maybe in the future, I don't know, maybe it'll be better for him in future races. But you know what? It's one race. You know, he's getting a point at least from this Grand Prix. It's not too bad. But Arda back in the DRS of Modesto Mena. Sorry guys about the lack of entertainment during this Grand Prix at the moment. Akosili is actually on the back of Ant 1 as well, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. Yeah, here we go, side by side. Is he gonna get the move done? No. That one's going to block him off there. Yeah, Sem's tyres are done. They're knackered. They're ready to go into the bin. That is how bad they are here in the race this evening. Very, very, very bad. Very bad. Anyway, I'm going to quickly put my phone on charge, guys. You know, because I forgot to do it before the race. But I think Arda is now going to be into that DRS again down the pit straight. He needs a good exit out of Ravazza. I think the final corner is called. And he's going to get in that slipstream. He's going to have that DRS. I think he's trying to save that DRS for the final lap and his final kind of push to get the win. As it stands at the moment, Modesto Mena will win the race again here in Imola. And Ant1's been overtaken by Akosili down the straight there with the DRS. And that is him up to P4 now. There you go. As sweet as you like. Look at that. I think because of all the collisions and all the stuff that's happened tonight, it's very, very spaced out in terms of gaps. Just because of how many collisions and stuff that's taken place here. And Arjun Samra is P9 now because Raptor is in the pit lane onto a fresh set of soft tyres. I think he's going for fastest lap. Right then, so now this is Arda's time now. He's got 2 more laps to try and get the lead off of Mena. In that DRS, once again, it's the penultimate lap of the race. Who is going to win here in Imola? Is it going to be Arda or is it going to be Mena? We're going to find out on this penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. I think Mena has got the edge here. Ever so slightly, Mena's got the edge. Let me just quickly check on my phone that everything's working on the stream, guys. And I've been a bit all over the place tonight. It's been a very weird. It's been a weird race. I weren't really expecting it, but Arda is right on Mena's chuff now. He is right on the chuff now of Mena. Come on, Arda. Down the straight. ERS is enabled. Everything's enabled. Ooh. That was cheeky from Modesto Mena there. Has he lost the victory? Has he fought it for himself here in Imola? We're going to find out down the straight now. DRS is enabled. Mena's going to go around the outside of the Turkish driver. They're going to go side by side into turn 1. And Mena's done it. That was cheeky, you know. Very cheeky from Mena. Was not expecting that at all. That was cheeky. Very cheeky. That was... Oh. I don't know if they do that at the top level, but, I mean... decent tactics there from Mena, I must say. Very interesting stuff. I don't know if Arda will want to have that investigated. I'm not sure, but... yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. And Mena is going to come round the final corner. And he's going to be your Emilia Romagna Grand Prix winner. Second is Arda. Third is Rev Caterpillar, but it's actually going to be him in second. Fourth will be Akosili. He'll get some points. What has just happened? Oh, Ants just span it across the line. Marritt's going to come home in P6. Seventh will be Sem. He'll want to definitely forget this race in a hurry. Eighth will be Marcos. And then we've got to wait for Arjun Samra and Supply Raptor to come through and finish the Grand Prix. I think we only have one podium interview. That will be Rev Caterpillar if he wants to join. Supply Raptor here just burning out his ERS to try and get another fastest lap. He has got the fastest lap at the moment, so it's not too much of a big deal for him. So I'm sure he'll want to try and get a little bit quicker. We're going to find out if he can. And he does. Supply Raptor will get 2 points from this race. 10th and fastest lap. Look at that. Great stuff. Guys, is your STB Racing League Season 21 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Very weird scenes here tonight. Quite a few retirements. But all in all, an interesting battle at the end there between Jan and Modesto Mena. Not Jan, sorry, Arda. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty decent. It was a little bit dead in the middle stages, but that is it. That is your Imola race here. And that is a very good performance from Ferrari as well. P1 and P2 at the moment. Those two guys. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is your Season 21 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix when it loads. Modesto Mena is your race winner here in Imola. Second is Rev Caterpillar. Third is Arda. Fourth is CDR Ant1. Fifth is RBT Akosili. Sixth is Marik. Seventh, STB Semike. Eighth, Marcos. Ninth, Arjun Samrat. 10th, Supply Raptor. Quite a few non-finishers, but it was Maffeo Menezes, Stefanko Felipe, Jan Halliday, BRS Ermine, Meza, F1 Ben 23, Pedro, and Gibbs. Those were your non-finishers. We have got our podium, our second place man in the party with us now. We've got Rev Caterpillar. Rev, would like to include your audio.
Yeah.
Give you a quick little interview. Obviously, I'm sure that you weren't expecting to be this far up on the grid. I don't know if you was expecting that, but you did qualify, I believe, P3.
No, well, this is one of my better tracks, so...
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you was able to take the fight to Jan, Arda, and Modesto. Yeah, just tell us briefly how your race went, and was it the strategy that ultimately got you out of that battle today?
No, I just didn't. Their race pace is incredible, especially Modesto, and he basically just towed him along. But at the end they were battling a bit, so I managed to get back in the 5 seconds of the other guy, so I got second.
Okay. Yes. Next week is Spain. How are you feeling ahead of that race?
It's a good track.
It's a good track. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe another
thank you,
podium,
Rev.
ideally.
Well done for finishing. I think a lot of drivers struggle with the curbs. I don't know if that was something that you struggled with tonight, but Emilia is quite a hard circuit to keep it on the track. So well done, P2 for you.
Cheers.
Great stuff. So guys, that concludes your season 21 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix for Tier 1. Do join me and Maffio tomorrow for Tier 2, where we go to Imola for their race. And then Wednesday we have Tier 3. But if you don't want to watch those tiers, the slower ones, you don't want to hear me commentate no more this week, you can join me next week for round 6 of season 21. For Tier 1, we go to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. We'll see you then.